Good evening guys, I am Ajay Kumar Singh of Central University of Himachal Pradesh. I am from Department of Education and today we are going to study socialism and communism, their types, its consequences and its relevance in 21st century. So let's get started. In 18th and 19th century, thinkers and writers started to question capitalist mode of production. It created huge gap between haves and have-nots. So their writings led to emergence of class consciousness between workers and suggested ways how to improve relation between workers and industrialists. So there were three types of socialists. There were three types of socialism. First one is utopian socialism. It was pioneered by 18th and 19th century thinkers from Britain and France. Some of them were Robert Owen, Charles Frere, etc. They demanded that industrialists should work as trustees of workers. They should provide free education, minimum wages, health facilities, and etc. So their condition can be better. Next was Fabian socialism. It was pioneered by George Bernard Shaw, Sidney Webb, etc. They demanded that state should intervene in market and they demanded that the condition of workers can be enhanced through laws. But both Fabian socialism and utopian socialism faced criticism because it did not bring any significant change in the condition of workers and laborers. Scientific socialism. It was pioneered by none other than Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. They wrote Communist Manifesto in 1948, which was widely popular and people accepted it widely throughout the globe. It led to scientific inquiry of economy in historical context. It concluded that have-nots have the ability to bring change in industrial revolution. Scientific socialism led to class consciousness. It enabled the workers and peasants to organize themselves and present their demands in front of the industrialists and company owners. If these demands are not fulfilled, they would organize a violent revolution and it would overthrow the state and they would form their own government where they will distribute all the resources equally among all the citizens and equality of society can be established. Finally, state would wither away and classless and stateless society will prevail. It led to no private ownership of resources and land. There will be no right of a single citizen on majority of rights. All the resources of the country will be divided equally and people will contribute equally according to their abilities. Two major meetings of communists took place in Paris in 1870s and 1880s. Here the slogan Workers of the World Unite was taken and from here only we celebrate 1 May as the Labour Day. Communist ideology was more popular in Eastern Europe as compared to Western Europe. In Russia, Lenin organized workers, laborers and soldiers to overthrow the state by a violent revolution. In China, Mao organized only peasants, but still he was able to overthrow the government. This belied the very fact that Karl Marx stated that communism can only be successful in a heavily industrialized society. After Second World War, Cold War took place and communism also had a very great impact on it. It led to two very blocs and it led to bipolarity in the whole world. The USSR led the communist world. Because of socialist ideology, condition of peasants and workers improved. Bargaining power became considerable. The concept of welfare politics picked space. Effect of socialism can be seen in culture, philosophy and art. And now we will discuss about the relevance of socialism in 21st century. Since the end of Cold War and victory of capitalism, relevance of socialism has been under question. However, most political thinkers believe that state has an important role to play in reducing the gap between rich and poor. The very idea of justice, equality has been equated to provision of basic minimums. The fair and just society, if not absolute equal society, is possible.